Salute, people. So I'm going to answer a viewer's question today. My man Greg, shout out to Greg from Long Island. He wrote me, he said, Fred, that there's rumors that his cousin is a rat. And he wanted to know, can somebody be called a rat without paperwork? Greg? Yes, they still can. Let me explain. See, rats come in different forms, okay? You'll have somebody who say, oh, such and such snitched on me. Like you catch a case. You two catch the robbery case together. And, you guys, somebody's making a videotape confession and getting on the stand. There's going to be a paperwork for that. There's going to be, you can go to the courts, get the case, get the trial minutes, read it, and see that, such and such actually got on the stand, such and such, like in my case. Only I didn't know until he got on the stand and pointed me out and said, Fred did it. Right there. I'm on trial felony murder, fighting for my life. And my so-called homeboy, my so-called friend, was on the stand trying to put me away for life. I have paperwork on that. I have my minutes on that. I have, you understand? So I could say, yes. And then he went on to snitch on a bunch of other people on some gun cases. And then he went on to become a corrections officer, MCC. So can I actually call him that word, snitch? Yeah, I can. I have documents to prove that. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's also another type, though, which is the worst kind, guys. It's the kind who are in the streets. It's the kind who are selling the drugs. It's the kind who are selling all the guns in your hood. But they have what's called an FBI handler, where that they report to that individual only. And they get paid by direct deposit, like a job every 2 weeks. Every Thursday, 12 o'clock, ching, ching, money's in their account. But they've been out here rocking 10, 15, 20, 30 years, whatever. If you know those type of guys, if you know guys that's been rocking, more than 10 years and getting serious money, they're on the payroll. Oh, Fred, how could you say it? Because everybody if you know who your local drug dealer is, so do the police. If you know who's moving the bricks and moving everything, so do the police. You understand? Now, those type of informants are, like I said, are the worst because there's no paper trail for these informants. All they do is, it's real simple. They get with their FBI handler and they say, Poppy and them in that bodega on, 135th and Broadway, they selling bricks out the back. You see what happened? Gave him the tip. This one over here, he's selling bricks out, 154th and Amsterdam, whatever. You understand? This one got a gambling spot over here. This one that's what they do. You understand? So, now what happens is the feds will take that. Now they'll start watching Poppy's Bodega on 135th Street and Broadway. Now they start watching it because their informant, who they know is good, is solid. They've been working with them for years. Told them, so they know it's true. So now they'll watch Poppy on 135th and Broadway. They'll see what's going on. They'll see somebody go in with that knapsack, come out with the knapsack looking heavy. They'll pull him up. They'll follow him. They'll follow him a mile or two away from 135th and Broadway, away from Poppy's store. And they get him, snatch him up. See what's in that knapsack. Oh, they got all these drugs. Boom! Now they'll turn that guy. And the case begins. But there was never a trail of someone actually snitching and getting on the stand. Do you understand? They'll just put dudes on, Or they may sell you the guns and then tell the police where the guns is at. Yeah. Sell them to you and put them right on you. You would never even know. Some of these rats, again, you will never ever know. Why? Because they talk the talk, they walk the walk, and they can get into that inner circle. 9 times out of 10, if you caught a case and there's a rat on the case, it's not someone that doesn't know you. It's not someone that's going to be foreign to you. Like, who the hell is this guy? You're going to see it's like, oh shit, a friend, a relative, a cousin. Like, oh, what the fuck? Not going to be nobody that doesn't know you. They can't get in your circle to set you up. You understand? They talk the talk, they walk the walk, and they can get and they can move in them circles. It's not going to be a square that tries to get into the circle. It don't work. A circle can get into a circle though. You understand? But a square can't. And there's a lot of circles out here. Trust me when I tell you that. So sometimes you don't actually need the paperwork like, oh, wow, I'm reading it. Sometimes, in the words of my step-pops, his words of wisdom, Fred, 2 and 2 is always going to equal 4. Sometimes you just have to put things together yourself and understand it. Sometimes the breadcrumb trail can lead you to your answers. If you know somebody who's been out here getting money so many years, driving nice cars, he's on their payroll. 1,000%. He's on their payroll. Doing good for himself. In this day and age of modern technology, surveillance, cell phones, you can't get away with anything. So when someone has been rocking for so long and hasn't been knocked, there's a reason for it, man. There's a reason everyone around them gets knocked, but they don't. There's a reason for that. It's how it is. And this is why I do this type of conversation. This is why I have these type of topics on here. So these kids understand that it's a dirty, dirty game. There's no loyalty in that game. That word loyalty is so overused and not true. Every single person I know who had loyalty on their neck, every single person who had loyalty tattoo on their arm was snakes. Nothing loyal about them. But they move in them circles. That's how it is. It's a dirty game, kids. And this is why I do this. So these kids can understand that there's such a dirty side to this game. That your friend you grew up with, someone you love, someone you cared about, someone you never thought would flip on you, will get on the stand on you in a second to save themselves. Because when that bright lights come on, some people get stage fright. Are you with me?